afternoon and welcome. I'm Karen Marsdale and I'm on staff at the Greater Reading Chamber Alliance. And we're here filming right at 606 Court Street in our building, another episode of Chamber Spotlight. So welcome, and I am thrilled today to have one of my colleagues join me and talk about some of the things and the exciting things we're doing here at the Chamber Alliance. So Rachael Romig, welcome.
Thank you
for
so
being
much.
here.
I'm very happy to be here.
And Rachael is relatively new, although one would not know that with how well she has integrated into our staff. But she is Special Programs Coordinator and advertising as well. So there's some more to come in terms of what we're doing here at the Chamber with our advertising and marketing for our members. But today we're going to talk a little bit about your experiences, what you've seen kind of from coming in as a volunteer for a period of time with the Chamber, particularly for Women to Women, and then you got to see a little bit of the us from the outside, and then suddenly you were just thrown in to the mix, and literally thrown in. So how's it been?
It's been wonderful. I have always been really active with the Chamber and Women to Women. So as Karen mentioned, I volunteered for a little over a year with the Women to Women organization, and I fell in love with it. I am 100% behind the mission of Women to Women and promoting all opportunities for women in the Berks County area. So coming in as a volunteer, I loved it. I did find recently that when I was a volunteer for the Youth Summer Reading Program, which we kicked off again for the second year, last year I was a committee member and I offered to read the book, make the discussion guide, make the social media plan. Well, now that's my job and I needed a committee member to do it, but I still wanted to do it. So past Rachael made future Rachael's life a little hectic. But I absolutely love everything I do here. And being now in the building and with the Chamber, I get to see what the Greater Reading Economic Development Partnership does in their sector, and even though we're all a group and the development fund, so I've come to learn everything that the Chamber does for the community.
Which is really, I think, very hard when anyone asks me or has asked me over the last few decades what I do and what we do. It's so hard, right? Because there's just a plethora and just such a great scope of work that we do for community, and I think every bit counts. That's really the truth and the reality. So, so a question for you: tell me what you think if you were to be asked. For example, you're working with me along with a group of great volunteers. I'm going to switch to our Family Business Alliance because that's another program or initiative, very, very important, that Rachael is knee-deep in along with myself. So tell me what you think, as you've seen in these last few months, what would be the value for a company that's located in Berks County or even outside of Berks County to be involved with that Family Business Alliance?
Being in the position where I'm not involved in any way, shape, or form with a family business or anything, coming in and getting to sit in on these workshops that occur, there's 2 a year, there's a launch event, a summer symposium event. They are so very educational, and getting able to talk to the companies that are coming and seeing what they're really getting out of these workshops, you just learn so much that maybe you are knee deep in your own family business and you don't have time to think about the things in the future or what you should be doing and what should be on your mind, and we bring those topics to light so that you don't forget, so that we can continue to see our family businesses succeed, because when you're in it day to day, sometimes you forget to look farther ahead, and we really bring that all up for you.
And that's really, I think, the biggest challenge we have across the board. Family business is again, if you're not, I always say, if you're not working for a publicly held company, a large mega corporation, in some form or fashion, you might be in a family business. And sometimes the definition is very different, because there may be no family members working in the business, but it may be outside folks, and the family just really is the caretaker of that business, if you will. And sometimes it's first gen, second gen, third gen all together. But it's not like other businesses as well, because they all have those same issues of every day getting the doors open, getting whether the products being made or the services being provided. And they have to really, really, really work hard on that piece. And yet so often for family businesses, they forget about those things having to do with succession planning, legacy, and even just the turmoil that sometimes occurs.
It's a family.
It's a family. It's a family. So it's really, really tough. And I'm very proud that we're doing this work, and I really thank you for seeing that sometimes it's not easy to grab people and say you need to be here.
Right.
So do you think overall, as you're seeing a lot of the work that we're doing, both on the chamber side, the economic development side of the organization, what would you say your takeaways are, just in a few minutes, on the value proposition of what we bring to a community like Reading?
I could go on forever. I've only been here since January, and I do feel like I've been here for a very long time, because I've really jumped into all sections of what everyone does. I've taken people to lunch just to figure out exactly what everyone does. From a value proposition standpoint, whether you are a business, a community member, just someone walking down the street, we just have so much to offer, from education about the community, what you can do, where you can go, who you can go see if you need something, economic development on that side. We are always looking for new properties to purchase and help buy and help sell, and just to bolster the community, to keep bringing people outside of Berks County to Berks County and keeping people in Berks County, because it's an amazing place to be. And not just the city, I mean, the whole of Berks County, and that is much larger than I think people realize.
Absolutely.
So we really just have all of these tools to offer a single person or a 100-person company.
Right. Which gets challenging, right? I mean, we've seen that, you've seen that, where we have sole proprietors, we have mom and pop shops, and we're trying to give them the kind of quality programming and the resources that you would get if you were in, a company with 1,000 employees.
Right.
And that's, I think, the passion that we all have around the work we do. It's very satisfying.
It is.
When somebody says, wow, you know what? The light bulb went off.
I think that all the time. For both Women to Women and the Family Business Alliance, I am constantly striving to just make a change, and I feel like if I can make a change, or at least guide someone in the right direction, and only one person a day, that I've 100% achieved everything I've wanted to do, from starting to volunteer to now work with the chamber to continue volunteering in other organizations.
It's really a great journey for you, because you kind of gone through, and you are in your DNA. I think you have a desire not only to help people, but to be a part of doing some of the really important work, and doing it so well as you do it.
Thank you. Getting the hands dirty, operational day-to-day stuff. Yes,
exactly. That's what we always say. The operational stuff is not easy always. Schlocking banners behind your back is not always easy. But I mean, I think when we can say our community is better for that, which we've done, it really is, it's very satisfying.
And I have to give a plug out to, there's so many nonprofit organizations and volunteer opportunities in this area, and if you want to get involved and you want to try and make a change, we can 100% guide you in the right direction, whether it be helping out with the chamber or any other organization. So
amen to that.
If you feel you have things to give, people are here to help you get there.
And people need good people. They really do. They need, many hands to make light work, and so that's important. So Rachel, thank you for being here. You are so much fun to work with.
You too, Karen.
Woo! And ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure to interview my good colleague and my right-hand woman, Rachael Romig. So until next time, have a great day.